Day 7, you made it! Gold star, gold star, gold star. I am so excited for you. But truly, I want you to know that this is just the beginning. So I want you to take a second and first and foremost, appreciate what you have just accomplished. For 7 days, you have shown up for yourself, and I know exactly what that means in terms of the trade-offs, creating the time, creating the mental space to show up and get it done. I said at the beginning of the week that this is a habit changer, and you just established a new habit. So today, we're gonna bring it all together, all the threads, and you're gonna feel connected in all of the three-dimensional ways that we have started to wake up your body, and you're going to experience directly and personally just how strong you are, and how far you've come, and how much you've learned in just 7 days. So have an amazing time with this workout, and at the end, we'll talk about how you keep going, because this is truly just the beginning of a totally new reality of living from yes, of living a healthy, vibrant lifestyle, and your authentic motherhood. So I'll see you in a sec. Hi, I'm so happy to see you today. We are getting into a propless, except for my trusty towel and a wall video today about your side waist. The side waist is one of my favorite topics because it really brings all the pieces of phase 1 together, from your deep core, right, and your transverse abdominal engagement, to your glutes and how your glutes and your core work together to stabilize the pelvis, and then up into the ribs, how the ribs and upper body come together. And when all those 3 pieces are engaged, it suddenly reveals your side waist and all these muscles out here that are yearning to be a part of your body again. So let's dive in. We're going to start standing, and we're actually going to start doing just a little bit of stretching and opening up and mobility. Okay, so you can drop the towel for now. I'm going to stand in a little bit of a straddle position. My butt is against the wall. My heels are forward a little bit because I'm going to roll forward into a forward bend. Okay, so you can bend your knees. You can use the wall to help stabilize you, and you're just going to roll forward. Okay, so my butt bones are against the wall. I'm going to drop my head, and I'm going to bend and lengthen my knees a couple of times, and you're just going to start to feel that space in the legs. I want you to feel what it is to forward bend by letting go of gravity and the tension that tends to want to try to hold you up, right? Everything above the neck. And allow your pelvis to just have a little space, your hips to have a little space. Then I'm going to go a little side to side. So I'm still in my forward bend, still kind of dropping into it, but I'm bending my left knee and then my right knee, and I'm getting into these little baby transverse lunges, right? The wall is really nice here because it's helping, obviously you can feel your butt bones kind of moving back and forth. It's helping to stabilize your pelvis, right? When you're just standing in space by yourself, it's easy to let the pelvis just sort of lose itself and do whatever it wants, right? We're staying very specific about the pelvis being neutralized so that as we isolate and integrate different muscle groups, the pelvis is able to be protected, right? And all the connections within the pelvis are protected, but we're strengthening for full functionality, as well as for strength and tapering and sculpting. Press down into your feet, pull in the pelvic corridor with an exhale, and start to roll yourself up the wall, up the wall, up the wall, up the wall. Turn your heels in, toes out. Give yourself a second. I even got flushed there. And then you're gonna bend your knees out. So I'm in a wide second. Adjust your feet so they are still forward of your butt. Your butt is against the wall, but they're in line with the knees and the hips in terms of their angle of opening, okay? So as I slide my booty down, I'm dropping down, I'm opening my inner thighs, definitely using my legs, and I'm gonna exhale and I'm gonna come on up and just feel that space. So big ranges of motion. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm opening out. I'm using the wall to really anchor and keep myself vertical and coming back up. This is a nice way to start to find some of these bigger ranges of motion while protecting your back too. Because when you're standing in space trying to do this, your back immediately turns on and tries to take over. So I haven't talked much about the abs yet. We're just getting some movement in the legs and the hips. And the reason for that is that when the hips are really tight, the back gets tight. If the back is tight, we can't turn anything on in your trunk, okay? So come on down as you exhale. You're dropping again your pubic bone and your tailbone through the inner thighs. I want you to press equally, big toes, pinky toes, heels, and then we're gonna take a breath and feel your outer thighs. Have your waist gather you in. Squeeze your butt and open your knees a couple of inches. Squeeze, open your knees. I want you to feel your outer glutes your outer thighs. I know your quads are on fire. We're going for 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on up as you exhale. Heel toe your feet in. I know. Welcome. Hold on to the wall with your right hand. Grab your left foot behind you. Give yourself a nice little quad stretch there. And then switch sides. No big deal. We're just stretching out the quads, getting a little bit of movement there. Good. All right, now we are going to be working against the wall. So what I wanted you to feel was that circumference of your legs. Your legs are 3-dimensional. There's a front, inner and outer and back. There's also the same for the waist. They mirror and work together. So grab that towel. What we're going to start with is actually facing the wall. My right foot is on the ground. My left leg is going back. We're going to do a couple of sequences here. I'm going to bend my right knee, slide the left foot back. This should look pretty familiar. As you exhale, you're pushing into that right leg and you're pulling back up. So now we're back to parallel. We're using the outer thighs with glute max, the middle of the butt. Hip back, hip up. Good. 5 of these. 4. Using this to warm up now. 3, feeling the core lift and engage. 2, now stay back there. I'm going to take that left foot and I'm going to slide it out to the side as I come up. I'm going to slide it back and bend in. Now, as much as this is leg work, this is waist work. I want you to feel that what is actually calling that leg to the side is the waist working with the leg. Back out and down. It's going to scramble the brain. It's okay. Come on up. Breathe in. Pelvis goes straight. Come back. Pelvis tips back. 3 more. Pulling in, hinging back. Pulling in. Notice if you're getting into the front, come back into the back muscles. Last one. Coming back. Now stay. That left foot's leaving the towel. You're standing up on the right leg and you're going to bring that left leg up and try to tap your knee to your elbow. Come back. Tap the towel. Yes, we are. Here we go. You ready? Big breath into the core. Now, range of motion is second to work. You might stop here and you're like, that's my edge. That's your edge then. Here we go. That's 2. Core. What's really nice about working with the wall is that you're not flat against gravity. So you can work within your core's strength capacity without losing it and getting stuck in the neck and the shoulders, right? And over fatiguing. 3, we want to fatigue without getting so fatigued that it can't turn on anymore. Last one. And you're out. Amazing. Switch sides. Here we go. Right foot's on the towel. You're standing on your left leg. Bend your knee, sit back. Pelvic corridor. Ribs are in, shoulders are down, chest is free. You're standing up. Coming back. Standing up. It's like, woo, thank God we're in parallel again. Standing up. Coming back. This is your warm up. Last 2. Last one. Here we go. You're sliding back. Take a breath. You're standing up and the foot slides out to the side. Comes back. Big breath. Squeeze those inner thighs. Come up and out. Amazing. Keep going. 3 of 5. Last 2. Last one. Slide it back. My foot is leaving the towel. Ready? Big breath in. I'm standing up onto my left leg, pulling up my core. And as I do that, I keep my elbows a little bent. I'm squeezing all of this, taking it back and tapping. Here we go. Squeezing, tapping. 3, find your left ribs. Pelvic corridor, use your standing butt cheek. Lift up, back down. Last 3. Last 2. And last one. And you're down. Amazing. All right. Now we're coming down to the ground. All right. So you're going to come on down. I'm going to have you lie on your left side and take that towel. And you're actually going to take it underneath your right hand to begin. Okay. So usually I like use this top arm and we like really touch the ground and we're really trying to find space. We're going to integrate the two sides of your body now. So what we're starting to teach your body and your brain to do is communicate strength between the two sides, between the two hemispheres of your brain and between the two sides of your body, okay? I've kind of intimated at this over the course of these programs. Like, motherhood's very asymmetrical, right? You end up in all these funny, awkward positions where some muscles get chronically tight, and by contrast, the other muscles, their pairs go completely passive. So we're rebalancing all of that equation. Just walking requires a good flow of information between the two sides of your body, let alone working out. Okay, so here we go. We're strengthening it. Take your right hand down to that towel. You're going to squeeze the glutes, come into a modified side plank. That means you're lifting the left waist. Abs are in, ribs are in, shoulder blades are together, pelvic corridors together. Push down into your left forearm. You're going to take your right arm. You're going to stretch it forward. Take a breath. Squeeze both sides of your waist, squeeze your butt. Pull it back in. Now, the modification is to keep your butt on the ground, okay? It's kind of like window washing, right? It's out, it's back in. It's out, it's back in. All right, you ready? Let's add the bottom waist or keep your hip on the ground. Come on up, big breath, glutes in, shoulder blades together, core in. Here we go, out, back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep it there. Drop your hips. Right leg goes straight. Push down onto that towel. Engage your ribs and then squeeze your right butt. You're lifting 10 times. 1, push down on the towel. 2, 3, lift your chest. 4, 5, you're doing your low back waist and your high butt. 8, 9, and you're out. Other side. Knees and hips are stacked. This is my right forearm down on the ground. I'm going to stack myself up so that I'm in a nice side plank, butt squeezing together, inner thighs squeezing together, not to grip the hip flexors, to engage the back body. Find your pelvic corridor. Good. Now give it a try. Just left hand down on the towel, squeeze the bottom waist, lift up while you squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's going to help the waist engage because you're lifting the chest off the waist and revealing the muscles. Come on down. Big breath. Push down, lifting up, and then coming back down. Again, pushing down, lifting up. Here we go. We're sliding that left hand out, coming back in. Good. So that was the motion. Let's try it with the hip on the ground for a second. Pulling up through your core. We're going out, coming back in. I feel like my left shoulder is wrapping around my chest and coming back again. Wrapping, coming back again. A really important muscle group called your serratus anterior we're working right now. Up and back. Now, big breath in. Here we go. With the hip up. Squeeze, core, butt, chest is open, shoulder blades are together. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're staying there. Drop your hip. Push down on that hand. Take your left leg back. Squeeze the ribs up. 10, 9, left low back waist, upper booty. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're out. Really nice. You're gonna roll onto your back. We're taking this towel underneath your sacrum just to give it a little bit of padding. Again, if you're on a yoga mat, go for it. I just chose to not do yoga mat so I could do all this sliding for you, okay? Hips are nice and neutral. Your ribs are going to come down. Your shoulders are down. Now, what I want you to start to contemplate is the wrapping of your waist. Okay, we're only getting to this now because if we did it earlier, before understanding the 3 dimensions of your waist, when we started to do sit-ups, you'd get just stuck in the inner obliques and you'd push the middle belly out and the back wouldn't be involved, right? Now we can start to do some core work, some weight-bearing core work with the concept of the whole waist working together. You should feel your back working a little bit when you're weight-bearing and asking your waist to work. That's really different than feeling your sacrum getting crushed and squeezed to death and the middle belly being passive and doing nothing, right? So we're gonna layer it up, but we're gonna do some core work. Shake your booty for a second. Shoulder blades down, nice big breath in. Pelvic corridor is where we start. Feel that zipping up and in. Ribs are down. Belly button is in. You're gonna start with your toe taps. Just right leg up, left leg up, call and response. But we have a little bit more information now than we used to, right? You understand that the left ribs wanna help the right side. The right ribs wanna help the left side. And you start to feel that call. I'm not just in a constant brace moving my legs. There's a little bit of like oomph every time I lift my leg, a little extra squeeze, little extra squeeze. You cannot breathe deeply in your abs while you're doing this. That's why you stop and reset with a deep breath. Reactivate everything, get the layers turning on together, and then strength challenge again. That's how we make progress. But you have to pay attention. When you feel you've lost it, you've got to stop and reset, okay? That's how you make progress. Big breath in. Here we go. Scooping up and in. Right leg, left leg up. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your butt a little bit. Feel the hamstrings working for you. I want you to take one hand to your low belly, one hand somewhere around your ribs. Make sure you're feeling tension in the midline. And then from there, you're gonna start to send the legs forward a few inches. Pull in, come back in. Now, as long as there's tension in the midline, I also want you to feel, do you have the pelvic corridor scooping up and in? And do you have the two sides of your waist? They're a big part of this. Squeeze the waist. 2, it's a wrap. 3, 4, 5, and release for a second. One more time, you're gonna take a big breath in. I'm gonna make my legs get a little bigger this time, the motion. Feel the waist, feel the scoop. Legs are up in tabletop, pulling forward. As my legs move forward, my ribs get stronger and move down. Right leg, left leg, straight. Right leg, left leg, straight. Right leg, left leg. Woo! 5, 4, pull it in. 3, 2, last one. And hug your knees into your chest. Really nice. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of upper body, okay? And we're gonna do it from sitting. So go ahead and roll to your side and come on up. And take that towel, you're gonna stick it between your knees. So what this is doing is it's helping you again stay anchored into your midline and into that parallel contraction. This relationship in the legs is mirrored by this relationship of the waist, that you're wrapping the legs in and wrapping the waist. They want to work together. So to start, my feet are way beyond my knees, a good 45 degrees. I'm squeezing my knees into the, I keep wanting to call this like 10 different things, into the towel. I feel my butt. Now my hands are behind my thighs, my elbows wide. That's just to mark my upper body. Pull in, pelvic corridor. Now, pull in and let yourself start to add weight and round in. Look down, make sure you're connected. Come back up as you breathe in. Now, your range of motion is determined by what you feel. So if you start to go back and you're like, oh my God, I'm just gonna go like this, you stop. Come back up, find your seat, and see if you can move your back a little bit, right? Remember, the pelvis is a mobile system that determines what parts of your core can and cannot turn on. There is a little bit of a tuck occurring here. See how my pubic bone goes under? Scooping up and in. But my back is gonna push back. And then I'm gonna pull in and come back up. This is 3-dimensional core work. Squeeze, elbows out, pull in, come back. So if you've got diastasis, meaning like you've got a lot of soft space between the two sides of your six pack, you're gonna be working really high right in here. Like, oh, can I feel my transverse? Oh, can I feel the wrap? Oh, can I feel this connection? If you are a little beyond that, you're working here. Now, squeeze the towel, squeeze the whole waist, take your arms off. One set like this. Pull your left arm back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Come back. Right. Nothing else moves. Back. 2 of 5. That was 2. Squeeze the towel. 3, pelvic corridor. Last 2. Last 1. Wait, not last 1. And back up, straighten your legs, take the towel out, arms up, forward bend, exhale, drop your head, neck, and shoulders. 3 breaths into your kidneys. 3 breaths out. Letting it all go. And then rolling yourself on up from there. Awesome, awesome job. I kind of threw you in the deep end there. So all of these videos layer on each other, as you have discovered. There is no, like, I've accomplished it, I'm done with it, I've moved on. This is very much about like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So you can see, like, as we push forward into really strength challenging exercises, there was definitely a moment in all of this, you're like, oh God, I don't know what just turned on and didn't. Go back now. One, roll it out and do some yoga, do some rollers and restores, like open up the muscles as if you have a roller at this point, and go back to the beginning transverse abdominal education work. It's going to feel really different now. Okay. So it's really a circuitous sort of looping in information in order to make progress. It's never like, I did my transverse abdominals, check, we're moving on. Okay. I still do transverse abdominal work weekly. I mean, like, weekly in my practice. Okay. It is the scales of my body. It is the foundation of everything. And just because you didn't have to think about it before you have babies, you have the magic opportunity of thinking about it now that you've had babies, because you're going to need it for the rest of your life. And it's such an opportunity to establish and own a long-term, functional, happy, invigorating fitness lifestyle for yourself, all the way until the last breath, okay? I fully intend to be chasing my great grandkids around, okay, with like healthy, happy knees and a healthy, happy back and a functional, strong body, all right? So with that said, I hope you join me for the long haul and the long journey. Shoot me an email if you've got any questions. Join me on the Thursday live streams, and I will see you soon. Revolution Week complete. Now what? Go on over to phase 1, week 1, and keep your habit strong. You have established 7 consecutive days of self-attention, mindful movement, strength training, stress reduction, and it is just the beginning. I am so excited you're here. Take me by the hand, I'll take you by the hand, and let's keep going. I'll see you tomorrow, phase 1, week 1, day 1. Let's go, mama.